talk about getting sued?
Getting sued?
Yeah. So
you want to change the YouTube subject, huh? Let's go back. Let's go back to.
Because your viewers want to hear about getting sued, not YouTube.
That's true.
Yeah, too much YouTube.
I want to hear about getting sued for sure. What happened? What's going on with this?
The first time was, I think I was there for a year, 6 months.
Okay.
And we have a hotel at ASR. And we're downstairs having a couple drinks, and one of the riders gets too drunk. So I take him upstairs, get him away from industry and like making a fool of himself. And he goes upstairs. He's so drunk, he starts throwing up in the tub. And he's like, ha ha ha. And you realize we're watching him, so he starts eating it. And so Jared grabs the video camera, starts videotaping him.
Whoa, dude.
And then he throws up in the toilet, and he's hamming it up, and he starts eating it out of the toilet. And we were just like, oh my God. It was funny, and then it was like, okay, we do that for 5-10 minutes.
Is that funny or gross?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
At first, he was just like,
that can't be good for you.
well, yeah.
Right.
What's your
It's stomach acid.
Yeah, I know. Who was the team rider? Steve-O? God dang.
Dude, seriously. We won't mention his name, but it gets worse.
Okay.
So then Jared and I, all right, cool, let's clean this up. So the team rider cleans everything up, get him to bed, and we go out for a drink. We come back about an hour later. I walk into the room, and it just goes, There's 2 inches of water throughout the whole hotel room. We're just like, what happened? The toilet clogged and flooded. I run downstairs, get towels, come back up, clean it up. I tell the hotel, like, hey, this is what happened. We clean everything up. We're like, all right, cool. And then we go to sleep. Go back. And a couple days later, I get a call from the boss. Like, hey, we're getting sued from this hotel. Like, what happened? I'm like, well, I explained to him what happened. He was like, well, the water dripped and it went downstairs into the computer room. We're getting sued for $110,000. Oh. He's like, I need to see that video. I'm just like, oh, I'm getting fired. I've been there like, a couple of months, whatever it was, a year. It's like, Jared, can you edit the tape? I probably shouldn't say this because they're going to watch it now, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Blowing the spot
it's
up
okay.
right
They know.
Okay.
And Jared and I were just like, wait a minute, let's watch it.
Okay.
So we watched the tape. And we're like, yeah, that happened.
Okay.
He threw up. Yeah, he ate it. Yeah, we filmed it. But it also shows us within 5 minutes, like, hey, now we need to clean this up and being responsible, And so we just sent the whole tape in. And I get a call and it's like, hey, how about from now on, no buying the riders alcohol? I'm like, perfect. And from there on, for the last 20 years, it's always, I tell the story of what happened and like, hey, this is how come you're not getting.
But here's your per diem.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
I use the card to buy.
Right. Yeah. The company card.
But it's kind of cool because now instead of like at night, it's like, oh, let's go party. It's like, hey, we got the lights. We're on a trip. Why don't we go light something up? And they're just like, well, sure. They don't care. Well, we can go party or we can go skate. And at that time, they were just like, yeah, whatever. If you want to go skate, let's go skate. That's what we're here for.
Was that the only time you guys got sued?
No, we got sued twice.
Okay. What happened this time?
This was later. It was like, let's go skate 1.
By the way, can we just roll back? Did you guys win that lawsuit?
Thanks for asking that.
Yeah.
So they the lawsuit got dropped. I think what happened was the toilet clogged again, flooded, and so I think that's what happened.
They thought you guys were up to no good.
Huh?
It was a plumbing problem.
Yeah.
They thought you guys were up to no good and like
which
messing around.
Kind of were, but weren't. We were stuffing stuff down the.
Okay.
So they couldn't be clogged because he ate everything. So
yeah, it was all good. He finished his bowl.
Yeah. So the second time,
go ahead.
We're driving out. Let's go skate, and we see this water park, and it's got like this perfect half pipe. Like, you know what? We're going. Go over there. Charlie Blair jumps out. So does Mighty, and this kid Lance. But remember, this kid Lance just got into the van. Doesn't know anybody. Literally got into the van. In Vegas. Mm-hmm. Where we were an hour outside of Vegas. I call him. I'm like, hey, you're on Flow. I got an extra room in the van. Hop on in. He's like, oh, dude, I just got a job. Like, I can't go. I was like, okay. He calls me about an hour or half an hour past Vegas. He's like, hey, man, I just quit my job. I'm ready to hop in.
Oh, dear.
I drive back. We grab him. Now we got a full van. We drive out. we see the water park, and we're like, oh, yeah, let's skate this. So Mighty, Lance, and Charlie hop in. And they're skating it. I'm like, Mighty, can you do that? Go higher. And Mighty's like, fuck you, hops out. He's like, I'm not going higher. This thing's scary and slippery. I can't do it. Like, I'm out of here.
Is it like a fiberglass?
It's a fiberglass, like abandoned water park.
Okay.
And
The one that's like halfway out to Vegas, right?
so that
Okay, sorry.
That is probably the best place that I've ever skated in my life. That one halfway out to Vegas that's gone now.
Oh, is
That
that?
because of that one, I would stop at every single water park. Like I literally drove to Vegas, saw that park, we got out, hid from the security, got an 10-page article in Skateboarder, went to Vegas, got another 10 pages. At the time when magazines were prevalent. So
Okay.
now back to where we get sued. So Charlie and Lance are still skating this thing. Next thing, a cop rolls up. We're like, all right, whatever, we're gonna get a ticket, or they're just gonna ask us to leave. And he's like, no, you wait here. I'm calling the owner. I'm like, come on. So he calls the owner. The owner's like, I'm on vacation. I'm gonna send my boy over there. The boy comes over there, opens up, walks through the whole park for an hour, comes back. He's like, yeah, I want to press full charges, and writes down all the stuff that's damaged. Mind you, we have footage of just skating, one thing. And next thing you know it, I have a photo of Charlie in the back of the police car, handcuffs,
Right.
and Lance. And Lance has just met these guys the day before, and he's already in jail with Charlie Blair. So the next thing that happens is they call me. Charlie calls me from prison. It goes something like this.
From prison.
Prison.
It's not prison.
That's a jail.
He's doing 25. Go
And
ahead.
he's calling me. He's like, Deville, can you get me out of here? And then Lance calls me. Same thing. Please, you have to get me out of here. Yo, dude, I don't know anybody here. Like, I'm not with Charlie. Like, I don't know what to do. And then 2 hours go past. Lance calls me again. Same thing. Dude, you have to get me, like, seriously, like, what can you do?
What are you doing this whole time?
Yeah.
And then Charlie calls me. Yo, dude, like, it's not so bad in here. I met these dudes. We're making Kool-Aid. Like, it's all right. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
I have to wait till the next day to go to bail bonds to get them out. So I have to let them know, like, in the morning I'm going to bail bonds. The rest of the team leaves. I rent a car, go to bail bonds, bail them out, go meet them a day later in another state for the demo. And then we get sued. We have to go back. We have to hire a lawyer, which was $8,000. We made a trip out of it. Ended up costing another, $20,000 to get us out of that mess.
No
And
way.
after that, it was like, hey, please don't go to any more water parks. And what's funny is, like, 15 whatever years later, Michael's like, oh yeah, I asked you not to go to any more water parks. I'm sure you went. And I was like, no. After that, I never went to another water park. But I really want to go.
Damn. Because like there's a lot of kind of famous. The one in Arizona, the one that Cardiel does the nose blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's pretty famous, but I'm sure that one.
And Dressen. And then there's two in Fresno. And they're pretty much next to each other within a half an hour. One, you hop in, Ben does feeble grind and maybe end of fun or something, but you just have to feed the dog and then you can hop in. There's like 3 dogs in there.
What? You just know
Just give 'em a
knew to
steak.
feed the dog.
You just see the dogs. You're like, here.
Hold
you go.
on, we
Like,
got to stop by PetSmart on the way there.
No way.
Yeah.
Deville, man, these tours ain't nothing like Girl and Chocolate tours, man. God damn. Man.
He's got dog food in the
I
van.
know, right? Got kibble next to him, ready to go.